Hello, 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 and welcome to Foodie Friday from 48 Blocks Fine Candy. We try to post every Friday, give you a little insight on the business, maybe talk to you about a few recipes that we're playing with, maybe show you some behind the scenes in the kitchen. Sometimes I like to talk about the mission of the business, and that's what we're going to do a little bit of today, and why I think it's important to be a good community partner, but also be involved and how to be involved in networking and making sure the networking you're doing is the right networking. It's not one size fits all. So some of the lead into this and where this comes from, we have been a member, 48 Blocks Fine Candy has been a member of Retail Confectioners International for the last 6 years, in our previous incarnation and now. And we're coming up on the annual conference, which is happening next week in Buffalo. And sometimes we exhibit on the expo floor. Trade shows have opportunities for companies to show their products, potentially network with new customers, meet new people, just get samples out in front of people. Because of things that are going on right now, we are not on the expo floor. So this is really an opportunity for me to get 48 Blocks out in front of people, let them understand that the marshmallows we were doing with the previous company are still available. Reconnect with wholesale customers, but it's also a really great opportunity for professional development for me and the folks that participate in the conference. But there's really good networking. And so this is an organization that, obviously, when you think of candy and when you think of candy makers, a confectioners trade association makes sense, and a conference for that makes sense. But what about other networking opportunities? I know with small businesses, and I know I've done it myself, it is very easy to feel like you are getting lost in some of the larger organizations. Networking groups aren't one size fits all. Here in Northern Virginia, one of the things that I find is one of the things that I will confess to generalizing about is looking at these really large chambers of commerce and other trade associations. If you don't know, Northern Virginia is home to most of the trade associations in the country. You cannot swing a cat in Alexandria without hitting one of their offices. Again, proximity to DC, of course. But for me, it's really easy to feel like I am lost in some of these larger chambers because I'm not a service-based business. I don't own a tech company. I'm not a realtor. I'm not a lawyer. It was a possibility, but no, we just let that go. That's a story for another time. But for smaller businesses and for products-based businesses, the trade associations, the chambers can be really good networking opportunities. One, finding mentors, finding non-traditional partners. You don't know who you don't know. And that's something that I've been learning a lot about just by making myself more open in these meetings. So, am I a member of the Northern Virginia Chamber of Commerce? No, I'm not. One, cost. Everything costs a little bit of money. Some things cost more than a little bit of money. There are a couple of organizations that I've become involved with and have had really a good opportunity for relationship building, but also there is opportunity for sales. You don't want to go in making a sales pitch just at any networking event. The whole thing with networking is building relationships, and that's the goal for me. Will those relationships turn into sales? Sure, that would be great if those relationships turn into sales. previous membership in a smaller chamber of commerce also helped us with some grant money, which was great. And so I would say, if you are leery of networking because you don't think you're a good fit, try a couple different organizations. I think the newest one that we've joined is an organization called 1 Million Cups, and they're sponsored by the Kauffman Foundation, and it's every Wednesday. The Fairfax chapter all the chapters, Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock, your time zone. And the idea is relationship building. It is a safe place to share your experience. It is a safe place to get advice from other business owners. If you're a business owner in Northern Virginia, I would love to and encourage you to join our meeting on Wednesday, any Wednesday. Just reach out to me, let me know in the comments, you can email, you can do whatever. But I find it to be nice to have the opportunity to engage with like-minded people who are interested in being good community partners, people who really are generous with their knowledge and their time. And so I would encourage you, if you are a business owner, even though there's a million things to be doing, get out there and network a little bit. You might be surprised who you meet. You might be surprised where you fit. And again, just because one group doesn't fit doesn't mean they're all not going to fit. So that is my little pitch to get you out from behind your desk or off your couch, or wherever you're working from. Get out there, engage a little social time to let your brain do something different. Not the worst thing. So next week's going to be a little different. I hope you are following 48 Blocks Fine Candy on social media, in particular Facebook and Instagram. So as I said at the beginning, next week I will be at the Retail Confectioners International Conference. That is in Buffalo, New York this year. Meeting with friends I haven't seen in a year. Some friends who aren't going to be there. Yelly, we're going to miss you. And hopefully making some new friends while we're there. So we're going to, next week, just to give you some insight into what happens at this conference, we're going to be posting every day on social media. Some of them may be here on YouTube. Most of them will be on Facebook and Instagram. So please go ahead and check out those videos, like them, and comment. So again, I know I'm not talking to a wall, or we're not just sending these things out into the ether and no one's really seeing what's happening. So first video we'll post on Sunday. It'll either be Sunday or Monday. Caitlin will tell me when those are going up. And we'll start with a get ready with me, how we pack for a conference. And then moving forward, Monday will be our welcome session, and lots of faces there to see. Tuesday is seminars. Wednesday we do Candy Clinic, which is my favorite part of the conference because I do get a little competitive, so we're going to see how the competition goes this year. Thursday we do our tours. Thursday and Friday of this conference are great because we get to see other candy makers and learn from them and see behind the scenes there. And if you've been following along, you know I'm a behind the scenes operations nerd, so this is a good time. So until next week, have a wonderful weekend, and comments, questions, feedback, always welcome, just down below here, or if you're feeling shy, you can always email us, info@48blocksfinecandy.com. You can call us too, although next week I'm not answering the phone, so you'll probably get voicemail. So, till next week, enjoy your weekend. Be kind, people.